Hey, everybody. Thanks for jumping in. And I just wanted to take a moment and we're going to kind of answer one of those big questions, probably one of the biggest questions.
Yes, the one that we get asked the most.
Yeah. And it's not like, what's your first food that you're going to eat? Like, because I wish that was the first, like, that would be the question that you should be asking me. Which ramen are you going to have? But no, that's not the question we get. The question that we get the most is, when are you going to go to Japan?
Yep.
Or some people are like, I thought you already left.
Yep.
No, we did not leave yet.
We're still here.
We're still here. We're still here in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And so people have asked us, when are you leaving? And the reality is that there's no real clear cut answer to that one.
Yeah, that's a short answer.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know. So end of video. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Peace. We'll see you guys later.
Thanks for tuning in.
Nope. This is probably gonna be longer than I originally planned on it being, but because for someone loves to talk apparently on these videos.
I wonder who.
Okay.
He doesn't have a time limit, so he can just talk as long as he wants.
So with the videos with the kids, I was jumping through trying to like listen to the audio, and I'm like, I am talking way too much because I keep skipping and I hear myself. I'm like, this is not good. So anyway, thanks for watching these videos. You're like,
of Joe talking.
Of me talking. Apparently I like to hear myself with no one else to tell me to stop. So
that's okay.
Anyway, back to the actual point of this whole video is when are we leaving? Don't know. There is, to kind of explain it, there are certain clearances that we have to have.
Yes.
Clearances like training clearances. So that's why we had to go down in June, down to Springfield, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
We did training. Our kids had to go through training. We had to go through security training, in-person security training. That all had to be done. There was these check mark things that you have to kind of hit as you're going through. There's online training videos that we're working through now and getting through and doing. And so there's those type of training things. There is there's medical clearances that we have to do. So the doctors have to say, yes, you are fit to go out of the country and to go on the mission field. So there's those. There is, but the biggest one, and this is really the one that kind of triggers everything else as far as visas, passports, all of those things all get triggered based on financials. So, what it really boils down to is when we are fully funded, then we can leave.
Yeah.
And, the AG gives us a certain amount of time. I think it's around 15 months, I think is roughly what I don't have the exact date in front of me. They're like, you need to be funded by this point. Then you can apply for extensions if you don't reach your goal or something like that. So it's like 15 months. So basically like next summer is kind of what they've given us, but we don't really feel like that's what it's going to be for us. We believe that we're going to be funded before that. We believe that, and we're seeing it come in. So that's the cool part. Not only are we like believing that we're going to be funded earlier, and have set ourselves a different goal,
which has also been on your heart since we were even approved as missionaries.
Yes, it really has been. Honestly, like it's like the best analogy I've kind of come up with is, remember the old pinball games? If you guys remember pinball, the ball goes on the side and like to get it started, you kind of pull the spring back. And then like, that's what I felt like for like that year and a half that I'm like, I just want to get started.
Yeah.
And then it turned into like 2 years by the time we actually got started with the itineration itself. And I felt like it was that spring that was being pulled back. But the longer that you pulled that spring back, the faster the ball goes. And that was almost like what I kind of felt. I had this like, I don't know, I just felt like that's what it was kind of like for us. And the reality is it's not the ball. It's actually the pinball. It's the person that's controlling the pinball machine. Yep. So ultimately it's God that's providing everything anyway. We're just getting bounced around the state. It's great. As I just got back from, we were in Jersey, then we were up then I was over in Hermitage, PA, and then back. So like, I feel like the pinball machine a little bit, the ball. So, but we believe that we're going to be funded by the end of the year. That's our goal. Our goal is to be funded by the end of the year so that we can be heading out early 2027. So that's what our goal is. That's what we're doing. So how do we get there? There's two budgets. If you've heard us talk about this before, we're going to kind of explain again a little bit about what is the two different budgets that we have. We have a one-time budget, and I like to say that's what gets us there. And then we have our monthly budget, which is what keeps us there. So, Elise, can you tell them a little bit about what is that? What kind of is some of the things, not all encompassing, what is some of the things that fall into the one-time budget?
Yeah. So the one-time budget is things that we need to have cash outright for, so that way we can pay for it immediately. So that is things like our language schooling. So for Joe and I to both go through language school, it's our expenses to move. So we're not going to be taking a whole lot of stuff our first term, but we still have things that we need to be able to take with us. So that's going to be a lot more than just one suitcase each. So just
Because
being
we're there
able
for 3 years.
Yes.
So this is not a week or 2 weeks or even a month. This is, we are moving there for 3 years. So
Yes.
yeah, you need a little more than just one suitcase.
Yeah. It goes towards our visas. We also just found out recently that in order to secure an apartment or house to rent, you need to have 7 times the amount of the monthly rent up front to secure it. So we need to have a pretty large chunk of change to be able to secure a house to be able to rent it. So
Yeah.
that's just an idea of some of the things that we need to have as part of our cash or one-time giving budget.
Yeah, so that's that one-time budget. The other budget is our monthly budget that we have to raise. And that comes from, again, well, honestly, both of these come from churches and individuals
Yes.
and businesses
Yeah.
that that want to help support us and partner with us as we get there. So the monthly budget comes from people like yourselves or other churches or other people that are like, hey, we feel a call and a draw that we want to support you in what you guys are doing. So they're coming alongside, because not everybody can go. Not everybody can uproot their life and go to Japan or go around the world. So this is a way that you are actually a part of the ministry that takes place.
Yes.
So everything that you are supporting us in doing is you are impacting people's lives.
Because we can't do it unless we are funded.
Yes.
Which we can't do without you.
Yeah. So the monthly budget is all of the monthly costs. So it's just like you do your budget, and hopefully you do your budget. And every month there's monthly costs. There's costs of your insurance, of your rent, of your transportation. Although we won't have a car right away, we'll be doing public transportation. So we'll have that stuff going on. We have, we need to pay ourselves. So we have money to buy groceries and to live and to do the things we need to do. It's our kids' schooling. They're going to be going to a private school. We did a whole video on that one. So I'd encourage you to watch that video of why is our kids going to a private school. We put that in there. And so that part's in there. But not only are you funding, and this is, I think it's important for people to understand, you're not just funding a person or a family.
Yeah.
You are also funding a ministry or a church. If that kind of helps you to wrap your mind around that a little more. It's not like every single dollar that comes in, we are seeing that in our personal bank account.
Right.
There is ministry funds that we have to raise to do the ministry in Japan. We need funds to be able to go do meetings with people, to have a computer, to be able to do the different things that we're doing. Like, all of, like, think of everything that goes into funding a church in a small startup church, that goes into our budget thing as well. So just to help you kind of understand a little bit again about why the budget is what it is. It's a large budget because we're going to Japan and we're going to be in Tokyo and there's 6 of us that are going. So it is a large budget. But the cool part is, and we've talked to people who are like, that's a big budget. And we're like, yeah, but if God's calling us to it, then guess what? He's going to provide.
That's right.
And he already has.
Yes, he has.
So we're seeing this in amazing ways of like people and pastors of like, and other churches that are like, hey, we want to pick you up just out of the blue. Like, I know that they've heard our story. Like, hey, we believe in you. We want to support you. I've gotten emails like, hey, we just had a missionary that just came off the field and we want you to fill that spot because we're going to support you now. Like, God is opening up the doors in amazing ways. Like, yes, we are doing our part. We are traveling all over the state. I'm having coffee meetings every week with people. I'm having phone calls and Zoom calls and meetings. And like, we're going to kids ministries. We're going to we're doing all of our part. We know if we do our part, God always does his.
Yes, he does.
He always has been faithful. He always will be faithful. So we have to raise that budget. And so I do want to say this, if God is putting that on your heart to help us in that way of supporting us, whether it's one time or in a monthly way as well, we're going to put some descriptions in some explanations in the description below of these videos of how to do that. I do want to say, if you're going to give monthly and you're going to do it through the online website, there's just a couple things just to note. First off, when you do it, well, okay, first off, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you that you would even consider this.
Yeah.
We appreciate you so much.
Yes.
So in that, if you're gonna do a monthly, you just have to click on make this a recurring payment when you set it up. And then there's like a couple pages, right? Like,
yeah. So there's a couple pages you have to go through. And I think you can't even select that it's a monthly payment until the second page.
right.
So just be aware, because sometimes people get confused about that.
Yeah.
Like, because you put the amount in first before you select if it's a one-time or a monthly recurring payment.
Right. And then I think it's like on page 3 that there's a little checkbox, and this is important. If you're gonna do monthly, you need to check that consider that. I think it says consider this a faith promise.
Yeah.
Faith promise is what you're looking for. What is a faith promise? A faith promise is this. It's simply this. And I want to explain this because I want you to hear my heart. A faith promise is saying, I am making a commitment in faith, a promise in faith that we are going to support you during this term. So this first term is 3 years.
Yep.
It is not locking you in to some legal or even detrimental to friendships. Okay.
Right.
Let me put
Yes.
that clear. Like, if something comes up in your life and you can't support anymore, okay. You're
Yeah.
not offending me.
Yeah. We
Like,
understand things happen.
We understand that
We're not going to
people-
be upset. Yeah.
people lose jobs. People's lives are uprooted in multiple different ways. Please don't think that you're then like going to lose our friendship because of that.
Yeah.
Like that. Listen, we understand. We hear all that. So that's what a faith promise is. It's saying in faith, I am making this promise in faith that we are going to do our utmost to do this and to carry this out. Because again, the one time is what gets us there, and that's what keeps us there. So yeah, if people do drop off, then we have to kind of figure out what are we doing. Now,
Yeah.
the good part is that we will still continue to like be able to do ministry. But on the same hand, like we do need that though. So you're making a commitment saying we are in faith, saying we're going to do this.
Yeah.
So I just appreciate the fact that you'd even consider that. I did have one person and I love them. They're great people. And I love them so much. And they asked this great question. And I want you to hear my heart in the same answer I gave to them that I want to give to you as well. Somebody asked, what amount is like too small that it's almost insulting? And I loved it. I loved the question because it truly came from this heart of like, we want to support you, but like, I just don't know how much we can commit to. Like,
We don't want to offend you.
Right. And I don't want to offend you by giving you something like what they considered small. And I looked at him in the eyes and I was like, $1? I don't know. And even then, if that's all you can do, it's not offensive to me. Like, I know we go back to the widow's mite. We go back to like, I just am so excited that you even would consider supporting us.
Yeah.
Like, we truly, truly mean that.
Yes.
Um,
You really can't offend us at all.
no, we're kind of hard to offend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know. I think I've seen too many people and seen too many things. I'm like, I don't really know. Okay, whatever.
Yep.
So you're not going to offend us by like, if you're like, I can only give $5 a month or $10 a month
Yeah.
or like,
And all of that adds up.
it does.
It really does. And we've seen that.
Yeah. I mean, you did the whole thing where you broke down the kids' schooling, like for
Yeah.
that amount, like we took the amount that we needed for the kids' monthly schooling, and you broke down, and you put down in there like $10 amounts, and
Yep.
like we people that jumped in, and because of that, we raised that good part of our budget
Yeah.
that way. So, it's not too small, it's not insulting. You don't have to like give $1,000 a month. Now, if you have $1,000 extra a month, I will not turn that down.
No.
That will not insult me either. But don't feel like I can't give because I can't reach that amount.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just trying to get to. Like, we care about you. Thank you so much for partnering with us in that way. And again, how can you partner with us? I just want to go over the 2 different ways you can be partnering with us, especially in this video specifically. Number 1 is through prayer. Listen, we need and we covet your prayers in many different ways. And because of the video that we're talking about, would you be praying for us that God would continue to provide?
Yes.
That he would continue to provide in the way that only God can. way that he already has been,
Mhm.
that he would continue to do that? Would you be praying for us that our finances would come in that one-time budget and in the monthly budgets? Would you be praying with us in that specifically? And also, you can partner with us financially.
Yep.
So if that's something that God's put on your heart, saying that you feel the stirring that you want to do that, please, we would love to. If you have any questions, have any problems with it, reach out to us. We'll help you out in any way.
Yep.
But again, I know we say this all the time. We're not just looking for finances. We are looking for people to partner with us, which means I want you to be praying with us as well. So please do not, just because you're financially supporting us doesn't get you off the hook for praying.
Yes. we need both.
Yeah. In fact, at one point, like we said, like you can't buy yourself out of praying for us.
Yeah.
So, if you're gonna be financially, it's not like, oh, if I give $100 a month, then I don't have to pray for you. Like, no.
Nope.
Like, I want your prayers. So
Yes.
please put us in your prayers. And again, if you can help us out financially as well and support us and partner with us, we would be so appreciative of that as well. But
yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Nope. Think you covered it all.
Okay. To this semi-short video? Maybe not.
We'll see.
All right. Anyway, thanks so much. Hey, one last thing. If you have any other questions that you want us to answer,
Yeah.
let us know.
Yes. We love to answer questions.
We do. And
Yeah.
apparently I like to talk more than I thought. So I didn't say that she thinks I said that I thought that. Yeah. Anyway,
you know.
So give us some questions. What would you like us to discuss? What's something that you want us to answer? And maybe we can put another video together, even a couple different questions.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to put a question in.
Yep.
We'd love to answer it. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much. Catch you guys later.
We appreciate you all. God bless you guys.
See, now she's talking. Bye.